Everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Kay and
Louisa.
And we are here. What are we here for today, Louisa?
Playday Saturday.
Playday Saturday. And Playday Saturday is hosted by our lovely friend Patricia over at Patricia's Dolly Dreams. And we've got baby Whitney here and we've got a story time bear. So we're going to have a story today. But we're going to do that in a minute. Louisa just wants to show you something first. Louisa joined a theatre group called Turtle Key Arts, and oh sorry guys, I shook the camera there. They were making puppets, weren't they, Louisa? So Louisa, she decided not to continue with the group, unfortunately, because they weren't very supportive of Louisa. Louisa got a bit anxious there because there was a boy there that he wasn't very nice. He actually tried to attack Louisa before. He was a bit violent, and they didn't really reprimand him or do anything about it. And so Louisa got a bit upset when she saw him, and they kind of went on his side and not on our beautiful Louisa's side, which, you know I may be biased because I'm her mum, but Louisa is not a violent girl. You know, she's I just think because Louisa likes to sing sometimes, and I think he didn't like the singing and he got irritated by it, so he had a violent outburst, didn't he, Louisa? Which wasn't very nice. And yeah, and he didn't get in trouble for it. They continued to keep him in the group. So Louisa decided not to continue with that group because I didn't feel that it was safe for her to be there. I didn't feel they were supporting Louisa and they could keep her safe. And as I have to leave her there and go away, I didn't feel it was a safe environment for Louisa. So anyway, to cut a long story short, Louisa decided to bring her puppets home, and we finished them off at home, didn't we, Louisa? And Louisa wants to show them to you. So show me your first one. Oh, it's a sock puppet. So it's just a white sock, and Louisa's stuck eyes on and a little nose and a little red smiley mouth with gems. And what did you call her, Louisa?
Victoria.
She's called Victoria. And what kind of puppet is Victoria?
Maybe a white sock puppet.
She's a white sock puppet. Yeah, but I'm sorry, darling. I meant to say, what is she? Is she anything? Is she... She's just a girl? Is she...
she's a party girl.
She's a party girl. Okay. And then who's this one?
My puppet princess.
This is Puppet Princess, and what's her name?
Princess Beatrice.
Princess Beatrice, and Louisa's made her out of scrunched newspaper, and she's decorated her with a felt tip pen. She's got a lovely pink dress on, a princess dress with all different coloured gems. She's got a smiley gem mouth, a gem nose, little rosy cheeks, lovely blue eyes, a crown decorated in gems, pink and red gems. Louisa's used yellow wool for her hair, and they are absolutely beautiful, Louisa. So, and you're going to make some more, aren't you? Because Louisa likes making puppets. But yeah, we're not going to continue with that theatre group, are we, Louisa? We'll find somewhere else, somewhere nicer. All right then. Well, so we are here for Playday Saturday, and this is baby Whitney, our gorgeous baby Whitney. And Whitney is the Whitney sculpt. She's a long sold out sculpt, I think, or she's an old sculpt anyway. I don't think there was many made of her. Sina has got her over at Sina's Dolls. We do have a little COA with her. I can't remember her artist's name. Something unusual. And I haven't seen that sculptress make any sculpts again, so I don't know. But she's a beautiful baby. Lovely, like sandy blonde hair. She's got two little teeth there, a gorgeous smiley face. She's one of Louisa's favourite babies, isn't she, Louisa? Because she's got such a happy, giggly, smiley face. And baby Whitney is wearing a little white sleeper. It's got pink flamingos on and little rainbows. And she's playing with a little rainbow Scentsy buddy here. Louisa gave her this to play with. She likes to play with it, don't you, Whitney? And here is Storytime Bear. We found him on Vinted. I don't know what brand of Sorry if you can hear noises in the background. It's the doggies eating their food. Yeah, I don't know where he's from. I don't know if he's VTech. It doesn't say. Usually if it's VTech or Leapfrog, it says. But he's really lovely. He reminds me of, was it Teddy Ruxpin? He was out in the 80s and I always wanted one, but they were quite expensive and my mum couldn't afford to get me one. They were, did you put a cassette tape in them to read the storybooks? I think you did. I think that was the one. So, but this one, he just takes batteries, and he's called Play and Learn. We found him on Vinted. The lady said that her little boy didn't like him, so he's never really been played with. She said he just came out of the box and then her boy didn't bother with him, but we think he's lovely. And he's got a little backpack here, and there's all different storybooks for him to read. So he's going to read a storybook today, isn't he, Louisa? Mummy can get it out. And Whitney and Louisa have chose Rapunzel, haven't you, girls?
Yeah.
So we're going to read that. So if we sit Teddy there, you ready, Whitney? So
Are
Louisa's
you ready to read?
switch him on.
Let's go.
It's number 5 we want. I'm sure it's number 5. Yep, it says there number 5. So we'll press,
Let's read a fairy tale
Number
about
5.
a young girl with some very long hair.
and here we go,
It's
guys.
called Rapunzel.
Enjoy the story.
Once upon a time, there was a beautiful young girl named Rapunzel. She was raised by a witch who kept her locked up in a high tower with no door and only one window. For years, Rapunzel was lonely, and her only visitor was the witch. Rapunzel had the most beautiful, long, golden hair. When the witch wanted to visit her through the window, she yelled out, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair so that I may climb without a stair."
Oh, turn the page.
One day, a prince rode by when he heard some beautiful singing. He saw Rapunzel at the top of her tower. He also saw the witch calling out to her and climbing up on her hair. This gave the prince an idea. The next morning, he rode back to the tower and called out, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair so that I may climb without a stair." As usual, Rapunzel lowered her hair, but was shocked to see the handsome young prince climb through the window. Rapunzel and the prince fell in love, and he visited her every day. They came up with a plan for Rapunzel to escape from the tower. The prince brought her long pieces of silk so that she could make a rope and escape from the high tower. Alas, it was not to be. The jealous witch saw the prince going into the tower and punished Rapunzel by cutting off her long, beautiful hair. Then the witch sent Rapunzel off into the desert by herself and set a trap for the prince. The next morning, when the prince arrived at the tower, as usual, he cried out, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair so that I may climb without a stair." The witch lowered Rapunzel's beautiful golden hair down. The prince climbed up as usual, but this time he got a bad surprise. The witch pushed him out of the tower, and the prince lost his sight. For years, the prince wandered around the world, looking for his lost love. One day, he was in the desert and heard a familiar singing voice. "Rapunzel," he cried, "can it be you?" The prince and Rapunzel had found each other at last. When Rapunzel saw her beloved prince, she cried tears of joy. Her tears fell into his eyes, and he magically was able to see again. Rapunzel and her prince lived happily ever after, and never saw the witch again. How did you like that story? Did you think the prince and Rapunzel would finally find each other again?
Oh, that was
Let's read another story.
not today, Bear. Next
Are
week.
you ready to read?
We'll save them for
go.
next week. Wasn't that lovely, everyone? Did you enjoy that? Did you enjoy that, Louisa?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy that, Whitney? Yes, you did. I can see you did by that gorgeous happy smile. Thank you, lovely bear, for reading us that story. Isn't it lovely? So we'll come on again. I think there's 7 books. So we'll come on again next week until we've finished all the books. So hope you enjoyed that, Auntie Patricia and Chrissy. Send kisses to Chrissy, Whitney, saying mwah, and all the babies over at Auntie Patricia's, yeah? All right then, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching that. I mean, listening to that. Well, watching the video and listening to Bear and seeing Whitney and seeing Louisa's lovely puppets that she made. And we will see you in our next video, won't we, Louisa? Thank you so much for watching. Happy Saturday, guys. Say bye, Dolly friends.
Bye, Jenny friends.
Bye, Dolly friends. Love you lots.